welcome back to Fantasy Knits A Traveling Knitter Chapter 9. So it's not been that long, but I've been reading a lot. I know I said that on the last podcast, but I love reading, so I've definitely been reading, and I may have mentioned it, so my best friend is getting married next week, and I am the maid of honor, so it's been a lot of work. So that's also been cutting into my knitting time. But anyway, I'll talk about that at the end. I do have a completed quest for you, and I'm really excited about it because it's Christmas knitting. I think we can all agree that it feels really good to get Christmas knitting done before the holiday season even starts. So it's the beginning of September. Well, actually it's almost mid-September. I'm gonna still say it's the beginning, even though it's close to being mid-September. But I have one of my Christmas knits done, and it is for one of my friends. Well, it's for my friend's wife, coworker, whatever. And it is this really beautiful brown cowl, and it's super stretchy. I have not blocked it. Honestly, I don't know if I even am gonna block it because it's acrylic. She's a teacher, she's got a busy life, and so I thought, you know, acrylic would probably just be the best bet for her because she can just throw it in the wash. But I even wrote down notes, and isn't this adorable? Yeah, it's like little snow leopards. Michael's, many years ago, like I was in middle school, Michael's had this, like, in their dollar bin, they had all of these endangered animals, but as cute little, like, baby versions of them, and they had them in note cards, and these are the magnet ones that you put on typically your refrigerator. So all of my friends, we bought different ones, and we would keep them in our locker, and then when we would write notes, we wouldn't sign them because we all had our own animal. Yeah. Back in the day when you didn't have cell phones, so notes was how you communicated to each other during the day. Honestly, I miss it. It's like you had something to say whenever you met someone. I don't know about you, but we have this constant conversation with all of our friends and our family, coworkers. It's just a continual conversation via text, so that by the time you actually get to see them, sometimes you're just repeating everything you've already talked about, which is kind of sad, but just a random thought. So anyway, this is the Waves of Lace cowl by Way Wilkins, and I knit it out of Knit Picks Brava Sport in the Sienna colorway, and I did one skein, and then this is how much I have left over of the second skein, and I would say this is at least half. I haven't weighed it, so I don't know exactly how much is there. Sorry, I'm just taking the steeper out of my tea so that I can stop steeping it. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this cowl turned out. Let me just put it on. So that's 2. You could definitely, oh yeah, you could go even 3. And it's still, like, there's some room. I probably wouldn't go 3 unless it's really cold. But yeah, it looks really nice. Nice and billowy, and it's definitely springy. This Brava is very springy, and it feels really nice. And it's pretty soft too. So let's take that off. But yeah, it turned out really good. It was honestly pretty fast to knit, and I did an additional repeat. Yeah, so I did an additional repeat. The only thing that I would say that I'm kind of not a big fan of is how this edge is flat and then this edge is ripply. But I guess that's just a design element. And you do the exact same thing where you knit. You know, I think if I did it again, I would probably extend and do some more 1x1 ribs on the ripply side to see if I could make it not so ripply. But yeah, so this is my first entry in the BK Hipster cowl because it came out of the 60 Quick Cows book, which is Cascade Yarns. They do these sets of books where I guess they do pattern or collections of different designers, and they pick which ones they like, they put them in here, they do 60, and then they feature a specific yarn. I have used on some of my Cascade pattern books, because it's not the only one I have used a specific yarn, but honestly, substitute whatever you want. And you don't even have to, like, I have one that's worsted and another one that's fingering. I've done worsted for the fingering ones, who cares? As long as the sizing comes out just about right. So yeah, not a lot of people, I think it was like maybe 5 people have made this pattern, but I thought it turned out really nice, and I'm still debating on if maybe I want to put like a little bow or something on here, because I think that would be super adorable, something that she could remove if she didn't like it, because I have, let me go grab them. I have, yeah, I'm talking while I'm not in front of the camera. I have a bunch of these like flowers and things that I got at Michael's, I think, when it was on, they were like on clearance or something. And I was thinking, so these 3 are all the same, they're just different colors. So this is pink and gray, this is light gray, dark gray, and then this one is really cool. This is a really deep navy with a teal turquoise color. So I really like these, but I think these would actually work the best. And if it will just zoom in on those flowers instead of everything around it, maybe that would work, but maybe, maybe not. Well, whatever. So they're like a rustic red, and then the other petals have little tiny flowers on them. I think they look really, really pretty, and it looks like it just it has felt on the back, 2 holes, kind of like buttonholes. So then you can tie, you could either attach a safety pin, or you could actually tie it to it. I think I would probably do a safety pin so she could remove it, but I think that would look really nice, right? This like nice brown. Yeah, so I think I'll do that and then wrap it up, make it look nice. Christmas present 1 complete. I'm actually on a roll with Christmas presents. I just received my brother's Christmas gift in the mail, and I can't remember if I talked about it already, but they are sunglasses that transmit sound via like your bone, like through your bone or your skull. So it's Bluetooth, connects to your phone, and then you can listen to music without blocking your ears, so you can still hear your surroundings. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Boys are so hard to shop for, so when I saw that done, kind of expensive, but they're freaking cool. I've never heard of sunglasses that play music through your skull, right? Okay, so quest completed. Fully completed, I might add, because there are no ends. Yesterday, I was gonna record yesterday, but then I didn't feel like it. So I was weaving in all my ends. I kid you not, I wove in all the ends on all my socks. Woohoo! That's not a lot because it was only like 3 pairs to do, plus the one I had finished the last time. So whatever, I felt good about it. Okay, so the next thing, I'll talk about my continued quests. Jenny has come out of hibernation, I am proud to say. I've been continuing on, this is the front panel, and I'm so glad. I put a post on Ravelry saying that I did not understand what Kim was telling me. So the pattern is Jenny, the designer is Kim Hargreaves, and I didn't get it. I did not get it, and I was just so frustrated because I'm like, this is supposed to be a stupid easy pattern. Why am I stuck? So I put a call for help, and a really, really nice lady, I forget her name, but thank you so much. She explained it, and she told me which rows I would be increasing on. So I did that. I got that part done, and I've got 5 more rows to go, and then I will be shaping for the armhole. So, oh, perfect. I can stand up. So I guess, yeah, it's about like right here. And then I do have the entire back done. And that's right. Oops, something just fell. It just fell. Oh! Harry Potter earrings. What the heck? That means the other pair should be in there too. Look, can you see that? Yes? No? It's his glasses and a lightning bolt. Funny. So this is the back. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold it to the front of me because, so that's the back. It's got these ripple parts right here, and then this moss stitch down here. So it's kind of peplum shaped, where it comes in and then it flares back out again, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's the whole back. I'm halfway done with the front, and then I think I'm gonna jump and do a sleeve, and then I'll come back and do the other side, and then do that last sleeve. So this, whoop, sat on those flowers. This is Knit Picks City Tweed DK in the Plum Wine colorway. There's a lot of Knit Picks this episode. I bought this yarn specifically to make this cardigan many, many years ago. I think it was honestly in my very, very first Knit Picks order, which would have been 2009. So I've had this yarn for a long time, and I'm so happy to be finally using it. It's honestly really, really soft. I think Knit Picks yarn, it's a good workhorse yarn, and I have never finished a cardigan. I have another cardigan that is in its forever hibernation. I was even thinking yesterday that I should frog it and maybe just restart it, because I've been struggling with it a lot. It's all lace, so whatever. But it's also Knit Picks, and so I've never finished a cardigan, and as we all know, knitting is not the cheapest hobby that we could ever have. So I feel pretty good about using Knit Picks for my very first cardigan because it's not an extreme investment, and if it doesn't come out right, the shape isn't right or whatever, or the sizing, it's not the end of the world. Plus, honestly, I don't even remember how much I paid for this yarn. I don't think it was a ton because, again, I was in high school when I bought this yarn, and I did not make a lot of money in high school. I was too busy with sports and stuff, so I didn't have time to be making any money. So yeah, I'm currently knitting them on my Knit Picks. What are these called? They're the Royals. They came in like a really pretty box. It's got Paris, or Paris. Has Eiffel Tower on it. They're really cute. It has, and they're a size 5. It has the sizing on the metal connecting piece for the needle, and it has it printed on the wood, but where it's printed on the wood, it's already gone. I don't know why they bothered even printing it on the wood. But yeah, I like these needles. I've been thinking about getting an additional interchangeable set, but for sock knitting or just like smaller needles, because I don't have any more sock needles. So like, I have another idea for some socks, but I can't start them because I only have 2 sock needles, minus my 9-inch circulars. So the Ginny pattern is in, and I've already shown this before, but I'll show it again. It's in the Amber, A Winter Gathering book by Kim Hargreaves. This is, what year was this one? This is the 2008. So this is the 2008 winter one, I believe. I really do like Kim Hargreaves patterns. I don't like the way they're written, but I like the way they look. And this is a picture of the Ginny. And I think I mentioned before, but she's so pretty. She's so fierce looking. I really like her. I like her. I like the sweater she's wearing. But I like her. I think she looks really good. So, yep. That's Ginny. And it is 3 pages of text. And I am right here. So I'm on the 2nd page. Well, I guess if you combine this row, it's only 2 pages. So I would basically be right at the 2nd page. So, not bad. Again, my goal is still to finish it for Rhinebeck, which if I haven't mentioned, I am going to Rhinebeck. My mom and my best friend, the one who's getting married, we're going to Rhinebeck, and it's going to be awesome. The next thing I want to talk about is this guy. So, after I finish that cowl, and I still need to enter it into the hipster cowl because I just haven't taken pictures yet. I'm probably going to do that today over by my pond. But after I finish that one, I immediately cast on another one. So, like, I'm nowhere. And this dark brown, that's for my cast on. What is that, provisional? So I'm going to pull it off and yarn in my mouth. It'll be so that I can connect it in the round. So I'm knitting these on straight needles because it's knit flat like a scarf, so there's really no need to have circulars. And this is also coming out of this book, and this is the Lattice Bliss by Susie Allen, and that's what it looks like. I've actually made a scarf that had that exact same pattern on it, but I don't remember where the pattern is, and since this is a pattern in here that has not been knit, it's been knit less than 30 times on Ravelry, it's going to be my 2nd entry to the BK Hipster Cowl. And this one is actually going to be for me. It's not a gift for anybody. But I've got 2 skeins of Lion Brand Heartland in the Yosemite colorway, which looks like this. It is a rustic orange. It's brighter on camera than what it actually is. It's a dark orange, red, brown. It's lovely. It's very, very pretty. So yeah, Lion Brand, another really good workhorse yarn. I am attempting to knit through my stash. Now, not all of it. Absolutely not all of it. I haven't counted, but I would say I have over 500 skeins of yarn, so no. But I am trying to knit through a lot of my workhorse yarn, or like my my Lion Brand, my Knit Picks yarns that I just bought because I used to do craft shows. I don't really do them anymore, so I have all this yarn that I bought for really cheap to make scarves and stuff, so I just kind of want to use them up so that I have space to put my yarn away. Whew. I'm gonna drink some of my tea, which is in my Frankfurt mug. Oh, it's like really full, so it's hard to twist it. This is English Toffee by David's Tea. I've never had it before. I bought their year of 2016 or best of 2016, whatever, that year sampler. One, packaging, adorable, so cute. But I haven't drank all of it. I think I haven't even tried all of them that are in there. So I'm not really into like food tea, to be honest. But I don't know what David's Tea does. I love them. I think it's because they're very mild. I don't like a strong tea. I like a mild tea that I can tell this is water. Now I know that has to do with how long you steep it, but I get like the berry teas and stuff, just, you know, like Twinings and some of the stuff you can buy at Walmart or wherever, and it'll say like steep for 4 minutes. I will fill it up in my convenience center that's by my cube at work, fill it up, walk it to my cube, sit down, take it out. So it's literally steeping for maybe a minute, and that's good. I don't like it that strong. So this is pretty good. I like this. I was gonna try the apple one, but I was like, you know what? If I'm feeling toffee, I'm feeling toffee. I probably don't feel like toffee all the time, so I might as well try it. Alright, so the last current quest is my September sock. And this is what it looks like. Look at those colors. Why is it? It's probably because my shirt is so freaking crazy. I can't hold it straight. So it's got yellows, greens, oranges, reds. It's the perfect fall colorway. So funny story about these socks. I had planned to knit the Clark socks by Jacqueline Salem. Jacqueline of the Brooklyn Knit Folk, who's doing the BK Hipster Cow. So I plan to do her socks, which are really, really pretty. And I love that she chose a kind of variegated yarn to do cable. So it kind of lets you know, as long as it's not crazy, the cables are going to look great. So I chose this Ella Rae Lace Merino, and here's what the cake looks like. Beautiful, I might add. I bought this during my travels. I didn't write it down, so I didn't write on the tag, so I can't tell you where I got it. I want to say that I got it in Coudersport, Pennsylvania, because I know I bought Ella Rae there, but I can't remember if I bought this one or the other one that I have, but I want to say this one. Coudersport, very tiny town. I think last time it was like not even 3,000 people lived there. All the restaurants close on Mondays, so when I was there, I had to starve on Monday. And everyone takes cash. I don't carry cash with me. I have like maybe $5, so that sucked, but whatever. So I bought this yarn, I'm pretty sure I bought it there. And I was gonna do the Clark socks, so I cast on my 64 stitch. So I cast on, knit 20 rounds, and then I grabbed the pattern and I'm about to start, and I realize she said 2x2 ribbing. This is 1x1. So I just kind of laughed and I was like, you know what? I'm not ripping this out. They're not gonna be Clark socks. They're not. So I decided to find a different pattern and I went with the Petty Harbor socks that are by Raina Curtis. They are free on Ravelry and it is a very easy pattern. You weren't supposed to knit 20 rows or 20 rounds of ribbing, but you know what? 20 rounds it is. And it's a 4-row repeat. Again, it's free, so I feel like there's nothing wrong with telling you that. 4-row repeat, and 2 of those rounds are knit. So it's very easy, very, very easy to memorize. So this is the first sock that I'm working on, or I'm on. And these are on my ChowGoo size 1 lace needles. So with the last socks that I made, because I constantly had to change and move stitches, this got really kinked. So I'm kind of disappointed that it's kinked. I'm going to buy some more sock needles. I kind of want to get some that spin right here or twist so that hopefully the kinking doesn't really happen, but yeah, oh well. So that's these guys and I am stuck, but I'm pretty excited about that. So because I did not cast the Clark socks on like I had intended, I had to go through my stash and find something else that I wanted to cast the Clark socks in. And I think I've decided on this guy. So I have a thought, or I think that the Grocery Girls are going to do like pumpkin Halloween stuff for October. And so September is fall, which those are definitely fall. And for October, I'm going to do this orange color because it's very pumpkin. And this is, again, I bought it on my travels, no idea where, because me being a doofus, I didn't write it down on the tag. So this is from Studio Glaze. It's Loop, 100% superwash merino wool, 350 yards. This is what the tag looks like. And there's no colorway, just says 111. But I think the colorway is really pretty. And I think it'll make for some really, really pretty Clark socks. So that is going to be my October sock, because I'm very behind in the Box O sock cal. But on the flip side, this year is the most socks I've ever made. So I'm pretty proud of that. But let me grab my box and you can see it. So this is my box. I got it at Michael's. It's got this really pretty bird, really pretty bird, some really pretty flowers on it. It's a magnetic closure box. And I only have 5 socks. So these were the last ones that I made, and I actually wore them yesterday because I took pictures. But here are my socks. So I have 5. Which makes me, what, 4 behind? So I'm going to try to knit 2 socks this month, which is crazy because clearly I have a hard time finishing 1 pair in a month. But I'm pretty dang far on those ones that I just cast on, and these are what I plan to do for this month as well. So this is Turtle Pearl Yarns, striped turtle toes, and it's already separated for me, and this is in her trench coat colorway, 75, 25, 450 yards. And I feel like trench coat is definitely a fall thing because it's not a full coat, but it's definitely something that you can wear now because it's getting colder, which it is actually getting colder, and it happened like that. I mean, one day it was 80, the next day it was 56. So it was 56 this morning when I got up to go do a 5K. So it's been cold, but I'm pretty excited. I'm going to probably knit these on my 9-inch circulars, which I'm pretty excited to knit again because I haven't used my 9-inch circulars since like February, March? It's been a while, so I'm definitely gonna do these guys. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for heels, toes, and cuffs. It'd be really cool if I could do this red, but I would need it to match this red. So yeah, these are the next guys that I'm excited about. All right, so that is everything with the knitting. I've been very good. I have kept to my promise of not purchasing yarn. Well, actually that's a lie. I did buy 2 skeins, but from Walmart, which I'm not going to count. It was a self-striping cake from Bernat, which I hadn't seen, and I bought it because I'm pretty sure it's sport weight. All the other ones are worsted. And this one is sport because I think it's just a little bit too thick to be fingering, but maybe they're calling it fingering. But I bought it because I was like, oh, look at that. It's only $6. So got that. And then Red Heart, even though I don't like Red Heart had some really cool gradient colors. And I thought if I have black, so I thought if I would do black and then that in kind of like a Pure Joy style, it would look awesome. So I got those 2, but I mean, combined, that was less than $10, so I'm not really going to count that as acquisitions. I'm not even going to bring it over to show you. So So yeah, that brings us to a novel idea, which I didn't bring the novel over. All right, 5 seconds. The book I want to recommend for this episode is Harry Potter, but not just any Harry Potter. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the illustrated edition. Now, the second one is out and the third one should be out right now. And they are pretty expensive, but let me tell you, they're worth it. So cover price is $40 in the US, but if you go on Amazon, you can get it for about $30. And the illustrations are amazing. I haven't even read it yet, but I am so excited to. So here, this is the part where Dumbledore comes up to Harry for the Mirror of Erised. It's pretty. It's a new interpretation on a book that almost all of us love. You know, he's not sitting under a bench in the movies. It's just so good. Then we've got, there's got to be a picture of Peeves somewhere. Oh, here. This is Hermione. Right? Like, we've grown up with Emma Watson being Hermione. If you think Hermione, I mean, I cannot think of anyone else other than Emma Watson. This doesn't look like Emma Watson, right? But it's totally Hermione. You can tell. So, I love it. I love it so much. I cannot wait to get the other ones. The third one looks really awesome. It's got the night bus on the cover, and one of my coworkers told me that they even have like special editions ones of these you can only buy in the UK. So if you live in the UK, you can even get a different one. I think the illustrations are the same, but I think you get like gold on the outside, or maybe the covers are different. I'm not sure, but they're a lot of money. So yeah, but can you imagine how big the fourth one's gonna be? Because the jump from third book to fourth book, it's like 200 pages. And the font gets smaller. So, I mean, this is a heavy book. I cannot, like, even just thinking about all of those books, 1st through 7th, just holding all of the normal books, it's a lot. Holding them all in this format, I mean, I would say this is 4 pounds, right? I'm not good with weight, so I could be completely wrong, but I would say it's 4 pounds. Even the cover is beautiful. So if you love Harry Potter and you're looking for a new way to read it, try this guy. If you have kids and you want to introduce them to reading, or you know, just reading out loud doesn't keep their attention, try this guy out. Because even the pages that don't have pictures, they're still like, they're not flat right. They're not flat white. They've got some interest to them, and here Harry is again. It's a whole page of an illustration. It's beautiful. I can't love it more. This may be my favorite book in my collection, and I have a lot of books. And when I say a lot, I'm pretty sure I'm pushing 400 books at this point. So I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I can't say enough about it, and I'm so excited to have it. Okay, so that is the end of a novel idea, and the next is just gonna be random stuff about my life, stuff that's been going on. If you don't care about that, that's fine. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. If you do care to stick around for the next couple minutes, then thanks. Pardon my attire today. I just got back from running by just like 2 hours ago. I got back from running a 5K, so it's been pretty cold here in Ohio this week, and when I woke up it was like in the low 50s, so I wore this like long sleeve shirt, well, this is a jacket, and a shirt, 2 shirts underneath, so I felt pretty good the first 2 minutes, and then I felt really hot. So I always do that because I don't like being cold, but as soon as I start running, I don't like all the layers that I have on. I would prefer to run naked if that was socially acceptable. I don't like anything on me. Nothing. If I could shave my hair and then just grow it back as soon as I'm done with the race, perfect. That's what I want. So yeah, I did that run. Everybody got a free meatball sub. Mine's currently sitting on that table over there because I don't like to eat right after I run. So I'm probably just gonna eat that for lunch, dinner, who knows. So yep, did that pretty good. I shaved 2 minutes off of my time from the last time I ran that, which was 2 years ago, which I'm pretty proud about. I'm not like a super fast runner, and until recently I couldn't even run like very long distances, but I joined a running club at my work now that I don't travel anymore as much, and we run 2 times a week, and then I try to run on the weekend as well, and then I work out on the off days just to like maintain strength, because I've got some personal fitness goals, body goals if you will, and I don't like having a running group makes it so much easier and it pushes you. I ran my first half marathon 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, but a half marathon, it's a lot of miles. It's 13 miles. It's a lot. And I did it twice. I did a test run. I know a lot of people are like, don't run the full amount, just get to, I don't know, 8. No, I can't do that. I need to know that I can do it, that I've done it before. So I'll run it, have my time, and then my goal is to always beat that time, even if it's by a second. So I did a practice run, and then I did my real one, and they're virtual, which is really nice. There's the Harry Potter Running Club that you can sign up, and they have virtual races, so they pick a date where you can run at that time. You can run whenever you want, to be honest, and then you get a medal. I love medals. So did that, but yeah, it's been really good. I can consistently run 5 miles without having to take a walking break, which to me is great, because 2 years ago I could not run consistently a 5K without having to stop. So I'm proud of that. And even though I don't see any difference in my body, I still can't fit into the clothes or some of my pants from 5 years ago. I still can't quite fit into them, but that's okay. I'll eventually get there. So yeah, did that. I'm going to Rhinebeck, and before we go to Rhinebeck, we are going to go see Anastasia on Broadway, which I'm so excited for. My coworker saw Anastasia, she said it was amazing, so I'm pretty pumped to go see that. We're also gonna go to the Tim Burton, there's like a Tim Burton bar, and we're gonna go to the Golden Girls bar. My mom is a big fan of the Golden Girls, and as I've gotten older, I enjoy watching the Golden Girls as well. I think I can just and when I say relate, I'm still like really far off from retirement and all of that. Just thinking about retirement, like I would love to be retired at the age of 26, but whatever. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go get some food at a lot of cool places, and we're gonna go to Indie Untangled. I did not get the pre-sale tickets because I didn't realize that was a thing. So hopefully there's still yarn by the time we get there. I'm really pumped to see all of Woollenvine's yarn, because I think I've mentioned before that it is just a struggle to get onto her updates. But now that I don't travel, I don't know why I haven't been doing it. I do know why, because of Rhinebeck. I made a promise not to buy yarn until after Rhinebeck, which honestly, after I go to Rhinebeck, I'll have to make a promise not to buy yarn until like the new year, because I'm gonna be dropping dough. struggling with my car, kind of annoyed. Went to get an oil change. After the bachelorette party, I came home, my car had a flat tire at the airport, which I was pretty pissed about because they didn't even notice until they brought my car up. I pay for valet parking, and part of me paying extra money for you to go drive my car and park it somewhere is that I expect you to be looking at my car. You know, what if someone had broken in? You wouldn't have known until I went to pick up my car? I could have done that for way cheaper. So I was kind of pissed about that. I'm not even pissed about the flat I'm upset about the flat tire, but I'm more mad that you didn't notice beforehand. Right? Like, that's what I'm paying the extra money for. So whatever. So had a flat tire on a Sunday, mind you. So bad that I couldn't go more than 5 miles without having to pull over, fill it back up again. And luckily enough, I do have my dad bought me this thing for my car to fill up tires. So luckily I have that, and I was able to do that constantly. But so and I'm exhausted because I haven't slept at all. So flat tire, got it fixed, but then my tire pressure light came on. I was like, I was just there, what the heck? Filled my tires up, didn't do anything. So I think they broke it. So then I needed to go get an oil change. So on the day of me getting an oil change, my check engine light comes on. So I call the dealership, and the dealership's like, we can't get you in until next week. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I went and got the oil change. They fixed the tire pressure light, but they didn't do anything about the check engine light. Granted, I didn't say anything about it, but I would have appreciated them just, checking. But I didn't go to a dealership, so that's probably why. So yeah, I have to drop my car. I'm dropping it off in the morning on Wednesday, so every time I get in my car, I'm like, fingers crossed, please nothing happen until I could get you to a dealership. So I'm trying not to drive it, but I had to drive it about 12 miles today. I'll have to drive it 12 and 12 Monday and Tuesday, and then I'll drop it off Wednesday morning. And then Thursday, I have to drive to Columbus for the I have to drive 2 hours to the wedding, so my car better be fixed at that point. Otherwise, I have to get a rental. So I'm just kind of, it's not that I'm stressed, I'm just frustrated that all of these things always happen right when I just can't have them happen. And I wish the dealership would be able to get cars in faster than 5 days out. I couldn't even get my car in for an oil change. That's just silly to me. And I think I have a right to say that that's silly because I work in the car dealership industry for almost 5 years now. So it's frustrating and ridiculous. Just hire more techs. Just hire them, because obviously if you can't get people in, you're losing money. Whatever. So a little bit frustrated there, but it's okay. As long as my car's engine doesn't explode, then we're fine. Is there anything happy to talk about? Well, it's sad if I can't think of anything happy to talk about. It's almost fall, so I'm gonna be decorating my house. Pretty excited to do. I'm probably gonna do that today. But I think that's all I want to talk about. Yep. Sorry to be such a bummer about my car, but oh well. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.